Hello everyone, my name is Pushpit Kamboj and today we will learn about some concepts in AI engineering. We will learn about what are exactly LLMs, what are AI agents, agentic AI, and then followed by LangChain family. We will learn about LangChain, LangGraph, and LangSmith. So if I start with LLMs, LLMs are just the next word predictors which are trained on very large data set. So what is the exact difference between LLMs and AI agents? So LLMs are nothing but these your OpenAI. These are called LLMs, and then Gemini is also an LLM. So these applications are called LLMs. The full form is large language model. As I told you the definition, it's just predicts the next word based on its pre-trained data. Now the exact difference between AI agents and LLMs is that LLMs cannot give you the exact data what you want which is present in your database. Suppose I have the database and I want to extract the database and I want to use GPT for that. I cannot do that. So for that exact thing we have AI agents. So what AI agent can do is on behalf of you call those tools and fetch the data and present it to you. And since I'm talking about tools, what are exactly the tools? Tools can be your another AI agent, tool can be your Python function. You can call any Python function, you can call any API as well, which is wrapped around the Python function. It can be your DB call. So it just gives the AI the hands to do things. You give things, and behalf of your prompt, it calls these tools. So this is just system prompt plus tools. So now I will explain by using this playground of OpenAI. We will just remove the existing things. Start with new chat. Yeah. So I will explain you what LLMs cannot do and what AI agents can do. Suppose I give it a prompt, what is the weather of Patiala? Patiala because I live in Patiala. So let me tell you, it will not be able to predict because as you can see, it has said something. I cannot provide real-time weather updates because my data is not live and my latest information is up to June 2024. You must be wondering what is exactly this June 24 and what does this statement exactly mean? I will explain you. Now, as I have told the definition of large language models, it is just the next word predictor trained on this large data. Now, what is this exactly this large data? This is the data publicly available on the internet, and this is the date on until which the GPT has the data. If I ask about any event which has happened post 2024, uh, this LLM, OpenAI LLM, will not be able to tell me because it doesn't have the data exactly. Now, what if I want the weather of today from GPT? From this playground, what I will do is introduce tools, make this LLMs, give this LLM some hands to do things. Now if I go over internet and weather of Patiala, you will get a bunch of websites, and then you can click on those websites and then fetch the data of today's weather, or you can code it. You can take any API and then type your city name and then date, and based on that you can get the temperature. Now what if I want the GPT to tell me what is the weather of Patiala today? Now for that we have tools, and there can be many multiple tools. As I told you before, one of the tools which will be needed for this is web search tool. As you can see, these are the hosted tools provided by OpenAI in their playground. You have memcpy server, file search, web search, code interpreter, image generation, local Python functions as well. So you don't have to worry about everything. For now we will use web search tool. Web search tool will search the internet on behalf of you, the user. So to keep things simple, just ignore all these placeholders. We will add this. Now if I type what is the weather of Patiala today, of Patiala today, yeah, as you can see at present, hazy sunshine with a temperature of approximately 74.5 Fahrenheit, 74 Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. It is able to tell me about the temperature of today. How is it able to tell me? It has used this tool on behalf of the user on analyzing this user prompt. As you can see, it has browsed the internet. You can use any other tool as well based on your user needs. Now let's move towards system prompt. What is system prompt? It is the behavior of the response which you want to be defined. Suppose I want it to be funny. Reply me like you are a comedian. Yeah. Now if I again ask, hi, how are you? What do you think will be the output? The output will be enhanced based on the system prompt. As you can see, it has tried to crack a joke. LLMs are pretty bad in cracking the joke. So it can be anything, any system prompt. Suppose one of the examples of system prompt is that few shot prompting. Few shot prompting basically means we give the examples how we want the response. Uh, for example, for example, give me the response like, and we have then example, oh my dear friend, good to see you. For example, give me the response like this is called few shot prompting. You can give a bunch of other examples as well. So hi, how are you? The response will depend on what is the system prompt exactly. So you can see, oh my friend, I am better than a Wi-Fi signal. So it has tried to be a comic and as well as tried to use what I have given in the example. So this is all about AI agents. Now we will move towards agentic AI. Now if you have two agents, suppose you have weather agent and then you have DB agent. Deep agent will do nothing but call the database and fetch the data which you have provided. Suppose I have given fetch me top 3 users who have purchased my course, and then it will give you those results like these are the top 3 people who have purchased your courses, and then the details of those people. And then another tool which is weather agent. Now suppose like this is a hypothetical uh, project. If I have a weather agent and I want, based on the output of this weather agent, I want to call another agent, DB agent. If the weather is greater than 30 degrees Celsius temperature, then call the DB agent. If the temperature is less than 30 degrees Celsius, then don't call the agent. Now you can do this by if else statement in the Python language or any JavaScript language. You can simply use if else statements. But the issue with if else statements or typical object oriented programming way is that it gets very messy in the code. Now exactly for orchestrating all these things, the LangGraph comes in. You can use the LangGraph framework to orchestrate all those things. So suppose I will show you the project, and based on that you can see. Just ignore whatever is written here. Just focus on this file. Focus exactly on this. These are the nodes. So how exactly LangGraph works is it follows the principle of a graph. Suppose I will draw for you. Suppose this is agent, this is node 1. Let's move this aside. This is agent 2. Now you have this, and then this, and this is your condition. And then there will be any another, let's say some function. Now you have given the user prompt, and then this agent takes that user prompt, calls the weather API, and then gives the response. Now depending on that response, if the temperature is greater than 30 degrees Celsius, go to DB agent. If the temperature is less than 30 degrees Celsius, then move to some function. Now to orchestrate this process, we use LangGraph framework. LangGraph is just AI orchestration framework. There are other such framework as well, such as Crew AI. So I will teach you the syntax of LangGraph. Suppose these are the nodes, and then you start with prompt analysis node, and then you have conditional edges. This is the decide graph. This is that logic which will be provided, like based on that logic you will move towards this DB agent or some function. So that's all. In the next video we will go in depth of LangGraph documentation.